Well, Coach, I'm off to race with my new team. Really? Well, Coach, I'm off to race with my new team, and we're going to do a team time trial, and it's going to be on the Caspat course in France. What do you think? Really? Wow, that's very kind of you. Well, I really appreciate that. Hi again, my name's Linda Messenger. Welcome to Zwifting with Granny and Coach Morgan. As always, thank you ConvexServe for making this channel possible. Please see them for all your computer needs. Thank you, all you subs and people that leave comments and hit the like button. I really appreciate your support. If you're not subscribed, please do. And please hit the like button if you like the content. Tonight, I will be riding with my new team, the Wtrl Drafting Dinos, and I will be on the France Caspat course. So this is a whole new experience for me doing a team time trial. We'll see how it goes. Before I forget, because I'm a dingbat, I want to give a shout out to a couple of channels. There's a guy, Jonathan Crane. His channel is called Jonathan Crane. Link to his channel is below. Please check his channel out. The guy's really nice guy, very knowledgeable. He's a Zwift nerd, a guy after my own heart. Please check his channel out. He gives play-by-play commentaries of races he's in. He's a Cat A. Very interesting content. Check him out. Also, with this ride, I am in the D category. If you check out another channel called Mediocre Zwifter, she will have, I believe, the A group, and you can see the same race from another perspective. Her link is below as well. I'm going to narrate this race because we had the Discord chat going on in the background, and that way it'll be clearer for you. So here we are in the start pen. We had a 6-minute delay. When you sit in the start pen, you cannot pedal. If you pedal forward to a certain degree, you are disqualified. So we have to sit there until the team captain, who was Sarah, told us to take off. And I'm sitting there more nervous than a chicken visiting a Purdue factory. I mean, I did not know what to expect, and I couldn't wait for this thing to get going so that I could just go. So Sarah, the team captain, is doing the countdown, and I'm just listening to the numbers ticking down, waiting to go, and we will go any second now. Okay, it's time for us to go. So we all gather together, and we decide we're going to keep a steady 19 miles an hour. This is a great group of women. This is basically a no-drop time trial. So we all get together, and we're riding pretty smoothly. One of the girls, Katie, had just gotten new pedals on her bike, and she was very excited to ride. And she did a great job pulling for a long time because the pedals made her feel very strong. And of course, they did add to her performance, yes. And she did extremely well. So here we are just moseying along. Right now we're going very slowly, obviously, at 10 miles an hour. But we soon do pick it up and start rolling a little better. Now we are starting to form our line or pack or whatever. We're supposed to be in a line, but we're getting there. A lot of us had never done a team time trial before. I was familiar with the rules, but I had never physically done one. So we were getting instructions, very good instructions, and we kind of figured it out here as we were going along. And here we are hitting 19 miles an hour in a straight pace line, and we're feeling really good about ourselves. Now, we're not fooling anyone. We are all Cat Ds, and we are no speed demons, but we love what we're doing. We are learning about this whole time trial thing, and what's going to happen now is we are going to get passed by another team. Now, the very important thing is when a team passes you, you slow down a little bit. You do not draft off them. If you draft off them, you are disqualified. So we did that very well. I think for a new bunch of women who've never ridden with each other, I think we were doing exceptionally well. We were having a great chat and having a good time. So Katie's pulling us right along. Sarah asked her, "Are you okay pulling this along?" And Katie was like, "Oh yeah, I feel really good. I feel really strong." And she was doing a great job. Here we know we have to get back into a line, but we're not sure how quite to do that. Some of us are slowing down, some of us are speeding up. Eventually, I decided to slow down in the back, and I think that made everyone else go up front, and we kind of went into a line kind of in a way, slightly something like that. Okay, so it took about 6 miles, but we kind of figured out the pace line, and we're doing okay. We're just having a good time and rolling along. I decide it's time for me to pull, so I go up front. But apparently I am slowing everybody down because I really don't have the strength that these girls have. Now we got it. Now we're almost in a pace line. Took a while. A lot of the girls are figuring out the Zwift, how it works, how you slow down, how you speed up. Some of these girls are still in the first 10 levels. I believe one of the girls started riding over the summer for the first time on Zwift. So for her to start jumping into a team, I forget which girl it is, but that's exceptional. That's really cool. So now we're rolling along around 20 miles an hour, and we just entered the sprint section. I wasn't expecting anything. I was just, following there, trying to keep up with them. It is cobbly, so it's a little rough, and I was just concentrating on staying in the pack, staying with the girls, because I didn't want to embarrass myself. And here we are, we're back in a pace line, which was excellent. Almost a pace line. And we are nearing the end of the sprint. Although, no, we're sprinting, but we're entering the entrance to the end of the sprint. And it turns out that I got a PR, so a couple of girls did. So we were rolling along well for our abilities. Someone called out that there was another team coming up behind us, so we were all pros at this by this time. We knew that we couldn't jump on her wheel because we had done that before, and the two girls came by from, I don't know if they were from two different teams or what, but it was a successful pass, and we keep going. So now we're about halfway through, and we are about to enter the first major hill, well, semi-major hill. Well, whatever a hill is here in this course, this is a hill, and it's the Aqueduct KOM. It starts off pretty mild at around 2 or 3, and then it goes up to 5. And so I just kind of pick it up and try to stay with the girls, and we all kind of stay together on it. It was pretty good. We're all around the same abilities. Here, our B or C team, I forget who it is, but they passed us, and they're in the same jerseys as we are, so it could have gotten a little confusing, but it didn't. We just held what we were doing, and we did fine. We're now pretty much grouping together because of the hill, and we are back in a pace line, and we're getting the hang of this thing now. So I push ahead to try to pull Sarah up behind me so she jumps on my wheel so I can kind of get her through. I'm very happy with this particular section. For some reason, I do fine on it. Here we are just enjoying the flat because we know what's coming up. Now to some of the ladies, this is their first time riding this course, so I had just told them that the hill is coming up, we will make a left and we will start going up the hill. Now we are going to see who is good at hills and who is not. And when you're in front and you're climbing the hill and you think you're pulling other people up, you don't realize that you might be dropping them. So we start to have a little separation here. There are 3 strong hill climbers up in front, and we're just doing our own thing in back of them. Ideally, we should be all together, but that's not how this is going to work. We're all just doing the best we individually can. So we had actually started out with 8 ladies, and you only need 4 to cross the line at the same time. So there just happens to be a group of 4 strong climbers in the front, and the rest of us are in the back. And I'm in the back of the back. And I'm also wondering why my one sleeve is so much higher than the other. And we are now about to get passed by yet another team, but we are really good at this now. We know that we just have to stay slow. And we're good at that. We finally see this beautiful sight of an arch of the KOM, and which means that we know we are near the top of the hill. Except there is still quite a bit of hill to climb. So we keep pushing. And I'm not quite sure how this happened, but it looks like I actually moved to the front somehow. So here I am, going down the hill. I do that very well. So Katie, with her magic pedals, catches me and flies past me, and now I'm trying to catch her. But those pedals are just pushing her along. All right, I'm almost on her wheel. There we go. Okay. So at first there was not going to be a sprint at the end by any of us, but then all of a sudden someone said, "Go, sprint!" And it was almost over, so, well, this is not exactly a sprint, but up there I'm wobbling, so I must be sprinting. Okay, girl's coming past me sprinting, so now I go, oh, I think I should pick it up, but I won't. And I continue to tootle happily toward the finish line. This was certainly very interesting. I learned a lot. I think all the girls learned a lot. We learned how to ride with each other, and I think we will all be much better prepared next week. I'm looking forward to it. So that's it for me, and I will see you all next time. Take care.